Still on solved example, example 2 says if f of x is equal to 4x minus 4x squared for 0 less than x less than 1 and f of x is periodic of period 1, show that f of x is an even function. In example 2, we are to show that f of x is equal to 4x minus 4x squared in the interval 0 less than x less than 1 is even of period 1. But by definition, a function is said to be even if f of x is equal to f of minus x. However, f of x is not equal to f of minus x. So we can show that quickly. If x equals 0, if x equals 0, our f of 0 will give us 4 into 0 minus 4 into 0 squared. And this gives us 0 minus 0, which is equal to 0. This is for a function where f of x is equal to 4x minus 4x squared. So, also, if x equals to 1, we have f of 1 equal to 4 into 1 minus 4 into 1 squared, which gives us 4 minus 4. This is also equal to 0. However, when for f of minus x, when x is equal to 0, now we want to consider f of minus x, which should be 4 of minus x minus 4 minus x squared. So when x equal to 0, we have f of 0, which is equal to 4 of 0 minus 4 of 0 squared. This is 0 actually. Let's check for x equals to 1. When x equals to 1, so we now have f of minus 1, which gives us 4 of minus 1 minus 4 of minus 1 squared, and this gives us minus 4 minus 4, which is equal to minus 8. So you can see here that at x equals to 1, f of x, at x equals to 1, f of x is not equal to f of minus 1 or x of minus x at x equals to 1. Also, for minus f of x is also not equal to f of minus x. So we can say that the function f of x equals 4x minus 4x squared is neither even nor odd in this case. 3. Given that f of x equals to x in the interval 0 less than x less than pi over 4, f of x equals sine x in the interval pi over 4 less than x less than pi over 2 is periodic of period pi and odd. Sketch f of x over the interval minus 2 pi less than x less than 2 pi. Example 3 says we should sketch the graph of the odd function in the interval minus 2 pi, comma 2 pi. We know that for an odd function, minus f of x equals to f of minus x. But before we go on to generate the required sketch, we need to confirm if indeed the functions are odd. So we now construct a table for the functions in the interval minus 2 pi to 2 pi, after which we will confirm from the table whether indeed f of x is equal to minus f of minus x. So we are going to construct the table by taking a step size of pi over 2. So this is our x. So we are taking a step size of pi over 2. So this is our x, and this is our f of x equals x and f of x equals sine of x. So x goes from minus 2 pi to 2 pi with a step size of pi over 2. So all the x value is now minus 2 pi, 7 pi over 4, 3 pi over 2. I need to manage this space so we can have these values on a single page. 5 pi over 4, then I have pi, then I have 3 pi over 4, then I have minus pi over 2, excuse me, this should be minus actually. Then we have minus pi over 2, then we have minus pi over 4, then we have 0, then we have pi over 4, we have pi over 2, we have 3 pi over 4, we have pi, we have 5 pi over 4, We have 3 pi over 2. We have 7 pi over 4. Then finally, we have 2 pi. So I will just quickly fill in this function, this column. We have this to be minus 6.28. So minus 2 pi give us minus 6.28. Here we have minus 5.50. And the next one we have minus 4.71. And the next one we have minus 3.93. The next one we have minus 3.14. Of course, pi is 1.4142. So we have minus 3.14 for minus pi. Then the next we have minus 2.36. Then the next we have minus 1.57. Then the next we have minus 0.79. Then the next we have 0 for 0. Next we have 0.79. Next we have 1.57. Next we have 2.36. Next we have 3.14. Next we have 3.93. Next we have 4.71. Next we have 5.50. And the last 2 pi we have 6.28. So also for f of x equals to sine x, we have 2.45 exponential or 10 times 10 to the power minus 16. We have 0.707. We have 1 for sine 3 pi over 2. Then we have next 0.707. Then for sine of pi, we have minus 1.225 exponential minus 16. Then we have minus 0.707. And the next one we have minus 1. Then for minus pi over 4, we have minus 0.707. So then for 0, we have 0 still. For pi over 4, we have 0.707. For pi over 2, we have 1. For 3 pi over 4, we have 0.707. For pi, we have 1.225 exponential minus 16. Then next, we have minus 0.707. And next, we have minus 1. And we have minus 0.707. And finally, we have minus 2.45. exponential minus 16. So we have these values for f of x equals x and f of x equals sine x. So now I'm going to confirm if f of x is odd in the interval of minus pi over 4 and pi over 4. So I'm going to circle this section minus pi over 4 to pi over 4. So I think I miss, this should be like this. So I'm going to circle this interval. So I already know that f of x, I already know f of x. So I want to check for f of minus x. So f of x must be equal to minus f of minus x for an odd function. So in this case, we know f of x. So let's check if f of minus x. So when x equals minus pi over 4, so when x equals minus pi over 4, over 4, we see that minus f of minus pi over 4 is equal to minus, we have minus f into minus pi over 4, which gives us pi over 4, and this is equal to minus 0.79. For x equal to 0, this implies that minus f of 0, this gives us 0. Also, for x equals pi over 4, this implies that minus f into minus pi over 4, and this gives us pi over 4, and this is equal to 0.79. So we say for f of x equals to x, that indeed this function is odd function because f of x is equal to minus f of minus x. Now let's check for f of x equals sine of x. So again, for sine x, when x equals minus pi over 4, we have that f of minus pi over 4, which is equal to, of course, let us not forget the minus here. This gives us minus sine of pi over 4, and this gives us minus 0.707. Also, when x equals 0, when x equals 0, we have minus f of 0, which gives us sine of 0, and this is 0. And when x equals pi over 4, we have minus f of minus pi over 4, and this gives us minus sine of minus pi over 4, and this is same as 0.707. So this function is also an odd function. F of x equal to sine x. We have also confirmed that it's an odd function. Next thing we want to do now is to provide the sketch for the given function. Now let us sketch the function from minus 2 pi to 2 pi. So this is 0. Let's say this is pi over 2. This is pi. This is 3 pi over 2. And say this is 2 pi. Also, we have the same thing on the negative axis. Say this is minus pi over 2. This is pi minus pi, and this is minus 3 pi over 2, and this is minus 2 pi. So the sketch we are looking for, let's have the sketch. Look something like this. It looks something like this, where this is the function f of x equals to x, and this is the function f of x equals sine x. So since we are to plot this function in the interval of minus 2 pi and 2 pi, so we can also plot another one from pi to 2 pi like this. Then we have another one So this is our f of x, and this is x, and this is the given function, and this comes to the end of this example.